All right. So, hi, good afternoon, Elsa. Welcome to our class, LMS BIP AK1. All right. Again, for this afternoon, I'll be your teacher, Miss Cha of Alaska English. All right. So, before we proceed to our lesson proper, can I ask, how are you today?
Good.
Good. All right. That's good to know that you're doing just fine for this afternoon. Elsa, so as you see, last time which was yesterday, we are learning about the irregular past, right? But just for us to have a warm up, I have here some questions. All right. So actually what I did is I just put it in Google, so bear with me. I'm not 100% confident regarding the translation, but I still copy it just, maybe for you to comprehend better. So that's why I put the translation below. All right. So are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So my first question, Elsa, what do you do in your free time?
Eat in the free time.
In my free time,
In my free time, I I jump I jumping rope.
in my free time, I usually play,
I use jumping rope
I usually jump rope with my
with my friend.
with my friend. Okay. All right. So, how about with this one? The next question. How about this one, Elsa? Are there activities that you used to do but you don't do anymore? And why did you stop?
Eat eat the
I used to. Is there a game, for example, a game that you played?
no.
Oh, nothing? You still doing it?
Eat the playing soccer.
I used to play soccer.
Eat
Okay. Why did you stop?
eat eat the eat the boring.
All right. Okay. Really? You find it boring. Okay, so let's make a paragraph, a sentence for that. I used to play soccer. Is it last year? Did you play soccer last year?
No.
When? When was the last time that you play soccer?
Playing soccer.
I used to play soccer before, but okay, I used to play soccer, but I stopped. All right, but
But
I stopped because I find
because
it
I find it very
very boring.
hard. Hard.
Oh, okay. Let's say I find it um difficult. I find it
Difficult
I find it difficult and quite
and
boring.
quite boring.
Okay, a little boring, quite boring. Can you read your sentence again? I used to play soccer.
I used to play soccer, but I stopped because I find it difficult and quite boring.
All right, when you say difficult, Elsa, it is the same thing when you say hard, all right? It's just that when you use the word difficult, it is more high level. Do you get what I mean?
Yes.
How about this one? Next question for you is this. Where do young people in Vietnam usually spend their time? When you say young people, teacher is referring to the kids. Where do young people in Vietnam usually spend their free time?
It,
Young people
some people in my country
in my country usually
usually
spend their
spend free
their free time
their
where?
free time free time is
Now, what do you usually do? Do you play? Do you go at the park? Do you study? What do young people in your country
In
usually
the
do?
park. The park.
Mm. Young people in my country usually spend their free time with their
The park.
families at the park. What do they do at the park?
They eat.
They eat. What else?
They playing soccer.
They are right.
They
They
play soccer.
they
They
play.
slide.
Okay. Young people in my country usually spend our free time because you're also young, right? You are included in this one. Young people in my country usually spend our free time with our families at the park, okay? Because you are also included in here. You are also a kid. You say, we love, all right,
We love
to have a picnic,
have a picnic.
play soccer. What else?
Fly a kite.
Ah, we love to have a picnic, play soccer, or to fly a kite. Okay, wow, you're giving me interesting answers. That's a good one, Elsa. All right, let's have our last question. My last question for you is this one. Do men and women spend their free time differently? How? Elsa, meaning how can you differentiate the free time of nam and noo? Is that the same thing? Like for example, in Philippines, for example, the women, they love to do dancing, right? It's like some sort of exercise, all right? Compared to man or the men, all right? They usually spend their free time with their friends drinking beer. How about in Vietnam? Well, how can you compare?
The one. The man eat.
You,
The
Elsa, you need to answer first the question, yes or no. Do women?
yes.
Yes. How will you answer? Yes, they.
Yes, they can't.
Yes, they.
Ah,
Yes, they. Beginning of the
yes,
question.
they does.
Yes, they do. Plural form. Yes, they do. Mm. What do men? What are the activities of the men?
The man eat.
Men usually,
Men usually drinking beer.
all right. Men usually drink, all right. Men usually drink beer with his friends. How about the female or the nuu, the women? While
While
women
women eat.
it should be there, with their friends. Okay, while women,
Is while woman is
hmm,
eat
while women usually,
eat the ride bicycle.
you mean ride a bicycle?
Yes.
Usually ride a bicycle, all right, to exercise. Okay. So exercise and get fit. When you say get fit, it's like for you not to get fat, all right? To get fit, to get slim. Okay? Can you answer my questions again? One more time. All right? So Elsa, what do you do in your free time?
In my free time, I
I
usually come rope with my friend.
are there any Are there any activities that you used to do but you don't do anymore? Why did you stop?
I used to play soccer, but I stopped because I find it, it careful and quite boring.
Difficult. I find it difficult.
Young people in my country usually spend our free time with our families at the park. We love to have a picnic, play soccer, or to fly a kite. Yes, they do. Men usually drink beer with their friends, while women usually ride a bicycle to exercise and get fit.
Wow, very good. All right, Elsa, can you say this one for me one more time? We say difficult.
Difficult.
All right, difficult, it means hard. Okay, so if you could still remember as what I'm saying a while ago, right? So yesterday we are learning about this. All right, we are learning the irregular past. That's what I've told you. All right, when we talk about the irregular past, it is quite different from the way that we used to, right? Like play, played, right? Walk, walked. We are just adding d or ed to the end of the verb. But this time, all right, it's quite different. It's because we are changing the word or the spelling. If you could still remember, we were able to practice this before, right? Do you still remember? We have eat, the past tense is ate. Drink, the past tense is drunk. Do you still remember this?
Yes.
All right. So this is also an example of the irregular past. Okay. So for you to explain or to understand it further, I have my friend with here. So we are going to watch video together for you to comprehend it with diagram. Okay. So sit back and relax because we're going to watch a clip. Okay.
Hello there. Let's talk about irregular verbs.
All right. Give me a second. Oh, I didn't notice my audio is not.
Irregular verbs are verbs that are not regular. What does that even mean? It means that it is not as simple as just putting an ed at the end of a verb to turn it into the past tense. Are you ready to learn? Watch this video and take the short quiz at the end. Remember, for extra practice, you can look at the description box below to find links to printables, hands-on activities, and digital games. First, what is a verb? A verb describes an action or a state of being such as eat, jump, swim, or talk. Right now, I'm talking. Talk is a verb too because it describes what I'm doing. Now, when you talk about something that's already happened, you have to use the past tense of the verb. For example, if you washed this morning, you don't say, I washed this morning. It's a finished action, so you should say, I washed this morning. It's easy peasy when you want to turn a regular verb into a past tense. All you have to do is add a d or ed.
Right?
Look at these words.
Wipe,
You can
wiped,
just add a d or
help,
ed
helped,
to make them past tense.
play, played,
Wipe becomes wiped. Play
help,
becomes played.
played,
Help becomes helped. And cook becomes cooked. In this video, we will look at two types of irregular verbs, those that change in spelling and those that do not change in spelling at all. Here are some common irregular verbs where you have to change the spelling when using them in past tense. Yes, sometimes you can't just put a D at the end. You have to change the entire word. That is called the irregular past tense because there is nothing regular about that. Drink is not drinked, it becomes drank. Let's look at some more. Can you change these words into the past tense form? Eat, fly, drive. Eat
Elsa?
becomes ate.
Eat becomes ate. Take a look at this one. Fly.
becomes flew.
Flew.
And drive becomes drove.
All right. Take a look at how the spelling changes. Eat becomes, how do you read this one?
H.
Fly, it becomes.
Flew.
Drive, it becomes.
Drove.
Drove. Okay. See. Next, let's see.
Good job. Can you guess which answer is correct? What did she do last night? She draws pictures with her sister. She drew pictures with her sister.
The question is, Elsa, what did she do last night? Which one do you think is the correct one? The first one or the second one?
Drew pictures with her sister.
Very good. All right. The answer is the second one, drew. It is because this one, the question is did, meaning already in the past, right? Because when you say draws, that is in the present, right? This one is in the past. Draw, drew. Okay. Okay.
That's right. She drew pictures with her sister is the correct answer.
Very good.
Because she drew the picture last night.
Last
You
night.
have to use the past tense.
Remember the time expression? Last night, last month, yesterday, an hour ago. All right, so that is also another clue.
Take a look at this next sentence. See if you can replace the present tense verb with the correct past tense verb. Giovanni takes flowers to his grandma. What?
Elsa, can you give it a try? We already have this. Take. What is the past tense of take?
Eat
From your homework. Take.
flowers.
What is the past tense of take?
Take dog.
Good. How can you change this one into past tense? Giovanni
Took flowers
to his.
to his grandma.
What
Let's
is
check.
the past tense of take? Good job. It should be Giovanni took flowers to
job.
his grandma.
Correct.
Look at this irregular verb, drink. I drink milk at school. What if you're talking about what happened yesterday? You
Drink.
should say, I drank milk
Drank.
at school yesterday.
Yes, drink, drank, or drunk.
There's another type of irregular verb I want you to pay attention to. With these verbs, you don't have to change the spelling, whether it's in present.
All right. So it says, Elsa, in here that when we talk about the irregular verbs, the tendency is you are changing the spelling, right? So as you see, eat, ate, drink, drunk, take, took. All right. But there is another form of irregular verb. The other form of the irregular verb is it doesn't change in spelling. All right. Let's see.
Tense or past tense, you'll just use the same spelling. Here's an example. The verb shut does
Shut.
not change even when it is
Shut,
used in the
shut.
past tense form.
Okay, you don't change.
First, let's use it in the present tense form. I shut the window when it is windy. Now, let's use it in the past tense form. We shut the window last night.
All right.
The verb shut doesn't change no matter what.
Okay.
Here are some examples of those irregular verbs. Put, cut, let, quit, cost.
All right. So Elsa, so another shot, put, cut, let, quit, cost. All of them doesn't change in spelling. Either they are in the present or the past simple. Okay?
Yes.
What are those words again? Can you read for me? Put,
Put.
cut,
Cut. Let. Quit. Coat.
cost.
Cost.
All right. All of them doesn't change.
For many irregular verbs, spelling does not change. Shall we look at some more?
All right. So with that one, I think we can go back to our lesson. All right. So it is very clear that when we talk about the irregular past, okay, it tells something, all right, that is quite different from what we may know or what we used to, that we are just adding d or ed to the end. In this case, we are changing the spelling, or some other examples presented, they doesn't change in spelling at all. It stays with the original word. So yesterday we learned about the following. Go is,
Went.
take is,
Took.
see is,
Saw.
have is,
Had.
get is,
Got.
buy is,
Bought.
do is,
Do it.
what? Do
Did.
is, did.
Did.
Very good. How about eat?
Ate.
How about drink?
Drunk.
Okay.
It.
Is is was, right?
Was.
They still remember. That's why when you are telling the day, today is, that is the present, right? But if you are referring to something in the past, all right, homkwa, yesterday was, right? Is, was. Roy?
Yes.
All right. And also, yesterday told you that, by the way, Elsa, this is how you, thank you, teacher. This is the topic that we're learning. All right. The past simple translated into your mother tongue. How do you say that in Vietnamese?
quá khứ đơn.
Qua cu don. You understand it on your mother tongue? Okay,
Yes.
very good. Meaning it is an action that is already done. That is why teacher is correcting you yesterday, because yesterday you tell me tomorrow. Tomorrow is in the future, right? We need something that is in the past. That is why we learn some other phrases, or some other, what do you call them, Elsa? We call them, in English, we call them what again? We call them time.
And expressions.
Yes, time expressions are for some words or some textbooks, they call this signal words. Okay? Meaning it will indicate when the action happened. So in this case, if you're going to notice, all of them are in the past, kwa, ku, don. So you have an idea that it's already done. Do you get me?
Yes.
All right. We don't say, I eat breakfast yesterday. So that is grammatically wrong, because the time expression that you use is in the past. So you say, I ate. All right. So you should, all right, you're going to match it with the tense of the verb. Okay?
Yes.
All right. So we were able to we did this activity yesterday, right? So also teacher explained that when you are analyzing the question word, Elsa, in English we have the what so-called question words. Can you say question
Question word.
words? All right. When you say question words in English, Elsa, this is technically, literally the words that you use to ask question. Elsa, are you familiar with WH questions? WH questions. Do you know that?
Yes.
Right? The what, where, when, who, right? So the answer for that is very specific, right? So in here, yesterday teacher told you, all right, that when we use what if we are asking for a certain thing or information, right? What is it? What's your name? All right, so that is a specific thing or information. All right. So what we did in this activity yesterday, we use the question word when. On the other hand, we use when we are seeking for an answer regarding a specific time, all right, a moment, or even a celebration.
It's the
Okay.
celebration.
Yeah, when we say celebration, like for example, When is your birthday? All right. So that is a celebration, right? Or even a holiday, right? So in here, can you make sentences for me? For example, number one. Please don't forget we are using the past simple, irregular past. When did the answer is when, okay? It should be answerable by the time expression. When did he go bowling?
He went bowling yesterday.
How can you make question for number two?
When did she?
When
When
did
did
he
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 take? When did he take picture?
and then it becomes
He he got
ah,
he
took
get
he took
he took
a picture.
a picture on Tuesday.
How about in this one, number three? When did
On this he
he what
go
did see a parade?
a parade.
Mm. He
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 saw
got a
a
parade
parade on
on.
Saturday afternoon.
Very good. How about number four?
When this he go eat?
When did he have
When did he have it?
have a picnic, right? When did he have a picnic?
He had he had a picnic last Monday.
Very good. How about number five?
What did she? What did she
Get
get?
a
Get a
hair. What's that?
haircut.
Haircut. Your answer is
He
she
he he
she past
cut,
tense got. Very good. She got a haircut.
she got a haircut last week.
Good job. How about this, number six?
When did she buy clothes?
Very good. Your answer is
She
past.
she has
What is the past tense of buy? She
bought
clothes.
last month.
All right, very good. So you understand already the use of irregular past?
Yes.
All right, very good. That's a good one, Elsa. So now for your homework, because I didn't notice it's almost time. Why our time is so quick when we are learning together? I notice it's very fast. Maybe because you are very. I can feel that you are very interested with the activity. All right, Elsa. For tomorrow, I'll be teaching you new vocabulary words. So I have here the following. Repeat after teacher. All right. So we have do an experiment.
Do an experiment.
All right. Catch a ball.
Catch a ball.
Draw a picture.
Draw a picture.
Grow vegetables.
Grow vegetables.
Write a letter.
Write a letter.
Okay. Learn English.
Learn English.
Okay. Tell a story.
Tell a story.
Okay. Ride a horse.
Ride a horse.
Okay. So for your homework, all right, Elsa, what you're going to do is to write the irregular past tense of the following words, like what you said a while ago. Do, did, draw, drew. Okay. You need to search for the following irregular past tense. Roy?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So very good. So for your homework, again, write the irregular past tense of the following words: do, catch, draw, grow, write, learn, tell, and ride. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So very good. Elsa, what I can suggest with you during our lesson, you can have a notebook. All right. You can have a notebook and then a pen or a pencil. So I want you to write some of the words like this because it's difficult to memorize. There are tendencies that you can forget them. So you can write it so you can review them from time to time. Okay?
Yes.
All right, so get a notebook. All right, specialize in my class for you to write the new vocabulary words. Okay? Okay. So sadly, it's time for me to say goodbye. Elsa, thank you for joining our class. Tambiet, and have a nice day. Goodbye, Elsa.
Goodbye, teacher.
Have a nice day.